What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ENG Pot of Thunder with your boy Young Denzel with my co-host.
What's poppin'? What it is? What it do is G.
And we're here with my boy Alain Moise on Instagram. My boy Alain.
How you guys doing tonight?
Feeling good, man. Glad you came through.
Appreciate being
Thanks for coming.
Oh, for sure. Breaking his podcast debut on the ENG Pot of Thunder.
Yes, sir. Breaking the cherry.
Hey, baby, follow us on Instagram, EG Pot of Thunder on Instagram and TikTok. Explore with F, Alain Moise.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, so Alain, I had a question for you. So I know it says you're a director, right?
Yep.
Is that term a little broader? Does it like come with like everything else? Are you like producing too? Because I feel like you have the vision, right?
Yeah.
You're recording them and you kind of like tell them like what would look good, right? You advise them.
Yeah. So it could be a lot of things. So I'm a director, but I'm also a cinematographer, DP. Sometimes I'm an editor. Sometimes I'm a photographer. So with that being said, I might get a job where I'm just operating a camera. That's all I got to do. Sometimes I might be the director, cinematographer, and editor. And then I also got to kind of like, I guess you could say, creative direct. Write the treatments, do all that. So it can be anything. Yeah.
So when you first started out, though, were you kind of just doing it all to get your name out there, or how were you like breaking up the work originally?
I just jumped straight in, honestly. Well, after a year. So I didn't feel comfortable charging anybody until I got my skills up.
Yeah.
That's one thing I had to make sure
fair.
my skills was like solid enough to even charge $200. So I started off with music videos.
What'd you do to build those skills?
From 2017, literally every single night I wouldn't go to sleep until it was past 4 o'clock. I was on YouTube University. YouTube University alumni, let me tell you. Every single day, I locked myself. That was the whole year. 4 o'clock in the morning, learning how to edit, learning aperture, shutter speed, lighting, because I wanted to feel comfortable enough to charge somebody.
You were doing this while you had a full-time job, or was this your full-time job?
No, this is when I had a full-time job. So no, I started off when I was on a break from a job. So I was corporate in Virginia.
I didn't know that.
I hate Virginia, bro.
Listen.
I gotta speed into Virginia, bro. I don't want to go back. I think the officer said like 3 words to me the entire time.
Really?
Like I was just like, he's like, here you go. I was like, nah, I'm good with the state. I'm all set.
I didn't do it.
I did.
Virginia is bad when it comes to cops. I got stopped. I lived there for almost 2 years.
Wait, so let's start off with that. So, like, why'd you go there originally? So, what was your original plan before you started getting to videography and doing all this? What was your original plan, and why were you in Virginia for?
So I got a job straight out of college. So I was an athlete. I didn't really care about much. I knew school was easy for me. So I had a 3.1 without trying, really.
Oh shit!
And then I was like, all right, well, it's time for the real world. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Got a job offer before semester was even over.
Doing what?
Supply chain. So I was a buyer.
Okay.
So procuring, sourcing.
Logistics, pretty much?
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
I went to school for logistics. So yeah, that was the main thing. So I got a job offer, took it because it paid me some good bucks.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, all right.
And money talks.
I said, Lynchburg, Virginia? Never heard of it, but
I had never heard that shit.
I guess y'all gonna see me tomorrow.
It was that quick?
Listen, 2 weeks after I graduated,
Oh,
that
shit.
was it. I was going. And I should have did some more research.
Wait, it was bad? Was it ghetto or was it just like boring? What's the difference?
It was boring. When you first start off, it's boring because it's country. I'm not used to country. I'm used to Providence, which is city life.
Two completely
Small
different things.
city, but city life.
Yeah, for sure.
But driving to work through mountains, seeing deer 24/7. I'm petrified of deers, just so you know. Only thing I'm scared of in life is deers. I'm so serious.
Oh, the minute you got there, you're like, oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Listen, I thought I was because I was getting the job in Atlanta because the headquarters is in Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
So,
About to go to King of Diamonds. Wait, King of Diamonds is there, right?
yeah, it's King of Diamonds.
About to go to King of Diamonds. Get those chicken wings.
Never been King of Diamonds Cascade. I just came from Atlanta, actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I love that city.
Did you believe Lil Will's excuse? Do you watch NBA?
You said NBA?
Yeah. But he didn't show up to the game. He's like, bro, I was at King of Diamonds getting chicken wings, lemon pepper.
Nah, supposedly the best food you can get is at strip clubs. I ain't never been, but I'm just saying.
I'd be a little hesitant to eat at strip clubs, but for the wrong reasons, I guess. You know what I mean?
I feel like that'd be a little sanitary though, because
extra sanitary.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
You gotta be.
I mean, I'll try it if I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah,
Don't get me started. Yeah.
Get a couple shots and I'm eating it, whatever, bro.
Listen, you got some legs and legs. What you gonna do? You gotta eat, right?
Yeah, so you didn't make that piss out with King of Diamonds, but then after that, you went to Atlanta and you were there?
So when I was in Virginia, I was working in Virginia majority of the time, but then I'd also go to corporate offices in Atlanta. So I frequent there a lot at the time. So fast forward, it's like about a year and a half, and I'm stressed out of my mind because I couldn't stand corporate. It was not it. It was easy, like super easy, making good money, but I hated it.
So now knowing a couple of your stories, we talked off camera, so we're friends.
Yeah.
It seems like you're not a corporate guy. You've always been anti-corporate. So it's kind of been, it's been, and like from the beginning, you're like, all right, this isn't going to be for me. Mm-hmm. So maybe you had that already set up in your mind where you're going to be like, all right, I need a fallback plan.
Oh yeah, this wasn't even my plan. I just knew I was going to make some money. So I was like, all right, I'll do this for like a year or two. That was literally my plan as soon as I got the job. Stack up, and then from there, figure out what I actually want to do. I randomly got the idea. I'm driving. I used to drive back from Virginia to Providence all the time.
Get the hell out of here,
I was so bored.
You drive?
Listen, I love driving. I was so bored. Sometimes on the weekends, I'd rent a car. I go to Enterprise, but yo, what you guys got? Make it a quick deal.
Why not fly though?
It was expensive sometimes, yo. I was trying to. It was expensive. Like you could do the cost analysis versus renting a car with gas, tolls, versus the flight. Sometimes I'll come up. So I'm like, all right, I lose on the hours, but then again, I was more about saving the dollar.
Either way, you'll be at home doing nothing, so you were like, why not?
Exactly. So I drive back, and plus I love driving. I used to go, my first move there, I'd go there every single week on Saturdays and just get lost on purpose, just so I could figure out the city.
Okay.
So I just love driving. So one time I'm driving, and I'm like, yo, I want to make a movie. Random idea. Just like, I want to make a movie.
No experience in your field or anything like that?
Nah, I used to like taking pictures like in high school because my sister actually, she had a camera. I used to steal it.
What kind of camera?
She had a Nikon 300, 310, something like that.
So that was kind of like in the back of your head. You're like, I like taking pictures.
It wasn't even thinking about it.
Nah?
Literally, no. It was so random. So I'm driving, and I remember I was kind of like near JMU, which is like, I think it's Harrisonburg, Virginia. I can't remember. So I'm driving, and I'm just like looking out the window, nothing but just grass. I'm like, yo, I want to make a movie. It's like, well, how the hell do you make a movie? Mm-hmm. Gotta buy a camera. All right, cool. So I went up that weekend, drove up here. It's like, all right, what kind of camera should I get? Went on YouTube, and I just seen mad GoPro videos. So I'm like, all right, like it seems like an easy, just like a press and shoot type of camera.
Yeah.
To say less. Bought the camera, and the rest is history.
You see, started on a GoPro, because I have a GoPro 9 Black. And even when I shoot on 5K, I did, obviously YouTube University, did everything.
Yep.
I feel like my GoPro quality isn't even as close, even to my iPhone quality sometimes.
Yeah, of course not, because it's different codecs, so you're not going to get the same quality, unfortunately.
So you think, I'm thinking the iPhone quality is better when I compare.
Yeah.
Are you agreeing with that?
I do agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I spent $400 on this fucking GoPro, and my iPhone takes better quality.
Like certain situations, it depends.
Your GoPro, you could like attach, or like you could do something with it. You're not gonna do it with your phone.
Even when I'm
right?
taking casual, like say if I'm walking, I'm like doing like a hike or something.
Yeah. GoPro's not for casual pictures though, right?
Nah, but you can though.
No, not pictures. I'm talking about video quality.
Video too. It's because it's probably the settings that you got it on. First of all, you probably got it on auto.
No, I changed everything. I changed everything.
You have ND filters for it and all that?
We gotta talk after this.
Yeah.
So no, he does it. That's what he's saying.
No, not ND filters.
Because it's listen, GoPro, it's solid. I like it. Just a starter camera. It's for certain situations like action stuff, like when
it's a GoPro. It's a GoPro.
It's not,
I've gotten some cool ass ocean shots when I'm like doing like manta ray diving. I'm doing that type of shit.
Exactly.
That's fire. But
yeah.
Wait, so we're doing Allen University after this, but so you got the GoPro. You're driving back from Virginia to Providence. So how did this start translating?
So at that time, I was like, all right, I just got a job in Atlanta, and I wanted to take the job, but they didn't offer me the correct amount of money. They was kind of disrespecting me. They gave some kid that he was working there already, but he didn't have, let's say, expertise in the field. He didn't have the same expertise that I did. They offered him more money than me, and we were taking the same position. And I was like, I had just gotten a raise at the time, so I was like, nah, y'all got to pay up. I was like, well, this is the job. This is what we're offering. So I said, let's him out. Moved back home.
Hey, at least you have that self-respect to be like, nah, I'm not taking less, because I know what you're offering.
Yeah, listen, if you know what you're worth, you don't got to say much. It's like, all right, listen, you're not paying up? All right, cool. So good, I respect you guys at the same time. I'm out.
So you never had any, do you ever think about it though? Like, all right, maybe I'll take this just to be out in Atlanta, travel, do something different. Do those thoughts go through your head where you're thinking about it?
It was a tough decision because I love Atlanta. Like, it was a great city. Like, back in 2015, 16, I go there a lot. Like, probably like 8-10 times.
Well, we'll get back to this, but quickly, you do have a girlfriend. Were you with your girl at that time?
Yeah, since high school.
So was that making it like, all right, well, less money, I can go back to Rhode Island, and I can be with my girl.
Your girl was living with you or you?
No, I was by myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was by myself in the boondocks, and it was tough.
It's tough being alone, bro. Especially if you don't like it.
Yeah.
It was treacherous out there.
So, but when you said no, though, did you have a backup plan already in Rhode Island?
No, I did not. I didn't have no plan. It was, all right, I'll come back here, and I'll stay for a couple months. This is my plan, actually. So I was like, all right, I'm going to come back here to Rhode Island, stay here for about 3-4 months because it was August, and I hate the cold. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to stay here until like November when it starts to get freezing, and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to move to Atlanta on my own, get a job. Because my resume is popping at the time. I'm chilling. Still good right now. But I ended up not moving and staying here for an extra 5 years.
Oh shit, 5 years.
Yeah.
So what was you doing that 5 year? Wait. So what were you doing that 5 year time frame? Was that when you started doing the videos? And
Yeah, that's when I started to just hit YouTube hard. I'm talking every day. Like, people don't understand how many hours. If you could like look at the log, I don't know if there's a log.
There definitely is.
If you can, I'm gonna look for it because back in 2016 and 17, I was like a fiend, crackhead. Any tutorial, anything I could think of, I was looking for it because I wanted to break away from the corporate. I didn't want to go back.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we're jumping in the timeline. So you came back, bet on yourself.
We're on timeline. We're good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm saying when you came back.
Yep.
What did you do at that point?
I had mad bread stacked up, so I didn't do anything. I was just I'm very good with money, so I stacked up mad bread because I was supposed to have a job. So I was like, all right, whatever. I don't have a job. I'm gonna get a job.
Yeah.
But I'll still keep learning because I know this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I just for the year I actually couldn't get a job. It was crazy. Like, every job in Rhode Island, they were underpaying. First of all, my resume was like overqualified, so I couldn't get a job, and I didn't want to stoop lower because I'm like, my resume's above this. Why would I do that? And the jobs are like remedial to me, so I'm just gonna keep looking and looking.
Yeah.
Got some in Boston, but I was not down for that drive, and I'm not really a fan of Boston like that.
So traffic's crazy too.
Traffic's crazy. Commuter rail, I do it like, but just not the biggest fan.
Though you love driving though.
Not to Boston.
Not in traffic. He likes traffic.
Listen,
not sitting in traffic.
I'm not going to Boston. Too many one ways, yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
Good. I am good.
So when did you make the transition to with the job you got? Was that the lifespan one?
Nah, first I was working at this company. I ain't even gonna say their name because they weak, but supposedly the best company in Rhode Island to work for.
Yeah.
Top rated, all that. Nah, they weren't all that. They were whack. The manager played me because he knew I was smart, so he messed with my job title, and I figured it out the second week I was there because I was sitting next to this girl. She's actually a woman. I'm sorry, not a girl. Sitting next to her, and I'm looking at her screen because she was like, I guess you could say she was like shadowing me, showing me the ropes a little bit, and I was like, that's what I was doing yesterday. I was like, why are you doing that? I It's like, I don't know, that's what they told me to do. I was like, wait, what's your job? Like, what's your job title? Well, I'm a buyer.
A what?
A buyer.
Oh, buyer.
So I was a buyer for the past 2 years before that, back in Virginia. So I was like, they put me as a planner, but I'm doing buying. So I'm like, all right, you dropped me lower, but you said I was only going to be planning, but you got me planning and buying. So I brought it up. Manager was like, oh no, you're going to be a buyer, you're going to be a buyer. I was like, all right, cool. I'm waiting.
But I'm already buying.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. I was waiting for the buyer's salary. Took a little bit, literally like 2 months. I waited. He didn't. I said, say less, bro. Hey, here you go. It's like, what's this? It's like, I'm out, baby. I'm gone. I'm out of here. No job like lined up or nothing. I was just gone. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, stop playing me.
So I feel like you're trying to just keep betting on yourself. You're like, I'm not dealing with other people's bullshit.
Nah, like I'm never beyond getting a job. Like, if I need to at the time, if I need to make the money, cool. I'll make the money, and I'm also gonna be doing something on the side, like.
Yeah, that's cool because it seems like you know how to humble yourself. All right, well, I need the money. Let's get this work.
Yeah,
let's work and stuff like that. And I think that's an attribute every man needs to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have your ego up too high where like your bills like fall on your lap and you're like, all right, what am I doing? But like absolutely. You humble yourself, make the money, but then when you gotta flex, you out and you do your thing.
So I'm never above anything.
Yeah.
I think I'm low. I'm just a regular person. So. Comes to getting a job, cool, I'll get a job, it's all good. But when it comes time down, like if the job is not treating you how they should, get out of there. There's so many jobs out here, what are we doing?
Fact. Where would you attribute that to though? Because a lot of people don't have that in them where they'll just be like, you know what, I can't do shit, I'll put up with it. Where do you think that comes from you though?
That's a good question. I like this guy right here. Listen, I attribute that to my nana and my mom.
Your nana?
My nana.
Okay.
She's a G, 100%. Listen, one of the best.
Shout out Nana.
Shout out to my Nana. She gonna be mad I'm doing this, but shout out to Nana.
It's Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
So you gotta lie, but you can't. You're not telling the truth. You ain't lying.
I'm telling the truth, Nana. You know I drink. It's all good. It's all good. I don't get belligerent.
So how did Nana instill this in you?
She just told me I was the best. Like, you can do anything you want, and don't take shit from nobody. Especially certain people. And I was like, I took that from a kid. I got kicked out of school, the school for something I didn't actually do. They're like, oh, you stole money. It was another kid. But, you know, black kids, they didn't know who was who. So they picked it up. They picked me. And grandma came up in there cussing. It's like, you don't need your school anyways. Like, he's out of here. Back then I was a smart kid. So it was good. I got into another school, DCA, shout out DCA. But she instilled that in me, like, you can do whatever you want and don't settle for less.
No facts.
You only got one life, so what you settling for? Get up, do it. If you don't like where you at right now, it's all good. Work towards what you need to get to, and then you'll be better. Like, you feel better with yourself at the end of the day, as opposed to settling. Now you're doing a job that you don't like for 10 years. And you did nothing on the side?
But it happens quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it happens so quick.
Oh my, it's fast.
Yeah.
But like, so do you think it would have been different? Like, say, like if your nana wasn't on your side, her being on your side, you felt that love and that backing by her. That put that inside of you, like that confidence. If it was like the opposite, who knows where you would have been? Like, say she was there and she took like the school side, who knows where that, like, you may have. That mindset in you would have been.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
but her having your back, that made you the person you are now, for sure.
Because remember, you guys, if you guys know, I'm not sure. They're immigrants. My parents are immigrants.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
From where?
Trinidad and Haiti.
Okay.
So my grandma came here. She had to struggle for everything she got. So she made sure we know, like, I worked hard for this, and like my mom was
as she should, though, you know.
Yeah. So. She was like, my mom was like young when she came here too, like probably like 13, something like that. I can't remember. But they all had to work hard to just get a house, like to even be able to get a job, because they look at immigrants like, you know, low, just like they do today. But she just like made sure to instill in us, like, you can do anything you want, you're the best. And that's how I got so far, like in my life so far. Like, I'm not saying I'm anything, but like everything that I've wanted to accomplish, I have. Like, I wanted to play football. I was mad small in high school. Like, I'm talking 105 pounds. And I remember one day, I looked at the football squad, and they got some big kids on there.
You talking about Uri or classical?
Classical.
Bro, no, that classical squad was big, bro.
Yes.
Yo, Tutu, Tommy Cole. We talking about that class?
Legends.
Bro,
Legends. Patrick
the DN,
Owen,
yeah.
Junior Wotsu, come on, man.
Who's the DN?
Junior?
Yeah, bro. He went to Syracuse, right?
I can't remember where Junior went to.
One of your guys went to Syracuse, and Tutu went to Northwestern, right?
Yeah, he did.
Tommy Cole was a beast.
Franklin went to Syracuse, actually.
Yeah. No, that team was squatted.
Yeah, like your 08 team too. Like, like one of those type of teams. So
then me and you were on the team, like, yo, fuck.
I'm looking, yeah. Then like my coach, he was like, yeah, you're playing varsity. I was like, yeah, fuck. At the same time, I was just like, so my nana told me, she's like, yeah, you can do anything. So I was like, all right, say less, cool. So training camp came around. First person I had to go up with Oklahoma was with Tommy Cole.
Oh my God, one of the hardest hitters, bro.
He put my visor into the dirt. No lie. First high school hit ever, Tommy Cole just, hey, don't. I'm like, it's all good. I just got to think about the hardest person I got up. I can do anything. It's just nothing. So, like, from there, like, just high school, cool. Play football, like grandma, it's all in my head. From that to college,
She's still with you, right?
Oh, yeah, she's still here, yeah. I just came up from her house earlier today. Actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Still telling you the same stuff, right?
Of course. So, like, from that to being a D1 athlete in 2 sports, I didn't think I could at first, but then I'm just like, yo, get out your head. You can do anything you put your mind to. Ended up making the football squad and the track team.
But what contributed to that? Did you like put a lot of hours outside of?
Yeah. I put the whole summer. Me and a couple of my friends who played at Syracuse, Rutgers, Colgate, we were just grinding, grinding.
Just meet up and like what gym sessions?
Gym sessions every single day, 2 days, and then we hit Brown University, hit their field back then before they started kicking us out. But we would just
they still do. Hell yeah. Me and Brandon go there, kick us out.
Yeah, they used to do that all the time.
Yeah. But so like, did you have? You said you have a sister, but did you have any brother? Do you have a brother?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers. I have a younger brother and an older brother, but he lives in Oregon. Yeah. So
we've had this topic before with other D1, like other people who've been on who are athletes. Do you wish like you had like an older brother or someone there where they could be like? Do you think you'd be in a different place, or do you think not having someone motivated you more? I would have liked if he was here, like if he lived with me, to say like, because maybe that could have been more of a push. You never know. But at the same time, I've always been the one to like have to deal with my family, like first person to go to college or first person to move like out of a different state, like from our generation. Yeah. Obviously my parents moved from different countries, so it's different. But I think that it would have helped. Definitely would. I feel like having guidance helps you if you're receptive to it at the same time. And
for sure, you can't. Yeah, you can't fight it.
Like you have to be receptive because it's like you have to be coachable. So I feel like that would have helped. But at the same time, I'm not sure. Like I didn't get the opportunity. So yeah, but it's all good. Well, I mean, you still strive. I mean, if like I feel like some people they don't have it. Like, you know what, I'm gonna do it to prove my nana right. Like she believed in you, so maybe that motivated you to like the extra step. And like, yeah, definitely. I mean, she's definitely proud of you right now for sure. I can imagine. 1000%, man. Listen, sometimes back in my head, I'm like, yo, I can't do this. And it's like, wait, nah, I can't let my nana down, man. Come on, yo. That's probably what it was for football, though. Yeah. Football and like track, you're probably like, yo, those times where you're like, I don't want to work out today. I don't want to hit the track. Yep. You're like, you know what? Nah, I gotta do it to show her right. Yeah, it's true. Listen, just gotta mental discipline. It's like, all right, you can get down on yourself. That's normal, but you're gonna pick yourself back up. What would you tell, like, right? Because I like to advocate for men, because I feel like men are, I don't want to say forgotten, but or neglected, but you know they're a little pushed up to the side. But what would you say to those dudes that let's say they're like say 15 through 19 that like aren't all there, don't know what the hell they want to do and stuff like that? What would you think? What would Nana say? Like how would you instill that confidence in them? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would literally say, keep trying things. You don't know. You never know. Even up till now, I'm a director, but I'm DPing and I'm editing, but I'm taking photos. I still don't know what specific thing that I want to do. Mm-hmm. And I just turned 30. That's crazy. And I still don't know 100%. But I'm talking to like older men, and sometimes you don't figure it. You might not ever figure it out. But as long as you're like striving towards something, that's the thing. Yeah. That's what like my nana always told me, like, you gotta do something. You can't just be sitting around at the same like you're a man, like even you're a woman too. You can't just sit around and do nothing. You have to do something. So 15 to 19, perfect time to try anything you want. Literally, if it's a sport, try it. If it's engineering, coding, whatever it is, you can try it, because you can still mess up for the next 3 years, and then you're only 20, 21, 22. Take that 5 years, you're only 27. You have so much time. People think the older you like, you think you're like 25 year old, you think you're 30 year old. You just started. We just got in the game.
Right? Hell no.
All right, first quarter just ended.
It's facts.
Like, all right, second quarter.
Exactly.
So people die when they're 100.
Literally.
We're not even halfway there.
Not even.
It's crazy.
You're not even a third yet.
But I have to ask this because I don't even know what the DP. There's a lot of different meanings to that. What do you DP?
Director of photography. Director of photography.
Okay, I was trying to make sure we're doing the right DP here.
Yo, since we're talking about DP, how important is it to have a positive female support system there?
I feel like it's very important, because sometimes you're down on yourself, or like, let's say a contract doesn't go your way, or you're doing a job and it just turns out shit, and you're just like, yo, damn, like or you messed up, like, yo, I messed up, like, damn. And then you have, your female there, and she's just like, it's all good, like, don't worry about it, like,
giving that shoulder rub and shit, right?
Yeah, it's just like, yo, you good,
throw you back on that horse and shit, like, yo, get up,
like, don't forget, you're the man. You're the man. I don't know what people be swearing and whatnot over here, but yeah.
Says daddy. She's like, you daddy.
Yeah,
exactly. You run the household.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. That's really important, bro.
Well, I feel like with you two bodybuilders, you guys have been gaying each other or easy high each other all night.
Hey, I looked at your stuff on IG. Fire.
Appreciate that.
Fire. I saw like a quick like video of like you on
which one are you thinking about?
The one on the beach. The one on the beach. I saw that. And you know
this
what?
one here?
No. Well, yeah, I like that. I like all of them, right?
Fire,
you shot a video for like some dude at like some pool, some white boy, some white rapper. It was dope.
Oh, listen, my boy, what are you doing, Audrey? That dude, that's my boy right there.
The one with the beach. Like the what is that? A drone?
Yeah.
Looks like a commercial, bro.
You talking about this one right here?
I want to be there. I don't care where that is, bro. That could be Southside Prov. That could, anywhere. That's where I want to be.
That's Lincoln Woods right there. What you mean?
Oh shit, bro! I knew that looked familiar, bro.
That's so fire, bro. So
I skated there sometimes.
So all right. So you put out stuff like this.
Yeah.
What is the purpose? What is the artistic purpose of this for you? Is this just kind of like marketing, or is this kind of like you just like, just showing off like the beach? I think that's beautiful, bro.
It's a little bit of everything. So literally, I just did this today. Like, I have years worth of footage that I just don't touch. I haven't touched. Mm-hmm. Like, I can go back to 2016 and I have footage of like Miami and stuff that I just don't do anything with. Mm-hmm. So if you look at my page, like, there's so much stuff that I don't put out, and it's not even that I don't. It's more like in me. Like, sometimes I don't like the stuff, but sometimes I'm just lazy. Like, stop being lazy. Just post it,
bro. I have so much content.
Listen, like the like, that's why I say people think like influencers, they're like, that's not work. Yes, it is, yo. That's hard work,
bro. This is work.
It is.
This is work, bro.
Figuring out the levels for the audio, figuring out lighting, figuring out the camera, then figuring out the setup. How do you set up OBS? How am I gonna stream this? How am I gonna export this? Like, it's a lot of work. Figuring out the banners, it's a lot.
When people are like, yo, like, when's it come up tomorrow? No, you know how hard this shit is.
It is.
Edit the clips, put on IG, come up with Instagram, come up with the title, come up with hashtags, put on TikTok, put on Instagram, put on YouTube.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, that shit's word, bro.
It's not as simple as people think it is, and they just brush it over like, oh yeah, they're influencers. They're not doing much. They're doing a lot. They gotta curate this stuff. They gotta produce it. Then they gotta go back. They gotta film it. They gotta edit it. Then they gotta export it. Then they gotta export it to
TikTok. Put on podcast and Buzzsprout every single streaming service.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
That's why I'm like, it's mad fun. Like, how do you feel when? So we look at your reels. All right, look at your reel part. Hopefully it says it here.
File, your page is file.
Your reels. All right, for this one, you got 4,000 views. You have, I think, like 8,000 one of them. but then you have 200 likes. How do you feel when people are like watching your shit but not liking it?
It's all good. It's all good. I ain't gonna hold you. It's all good because you know why? I feel like sometimes they're just like it's a thing. Like some majority of people that follow me from like my city, they know me, and they probably just like they probably see it and in their head they're just like, oh, I like that, but maybe they don't press the button.
I think they're a little checked out a little bit. Not really checked out because sometimes I'll be scrolling and I'll see I like this, but I'm not like liking it for some odd reason, bro. I guess I'm like not, I don't know, I'm just on autopilot, bro.
Exactly. So I don't take it personal. Sometimes it could be personal because I've seen it and like people come up to me and they're like, yo, that joint's hard, yo. And I'm just like,
where's my leg, bro?
Why don't you share my shit?
Like, listen.
Why don't you share my shit?
Stop playing. I know you didn't like it. You haven't liked none of my stuff. Like,
yo, stop playing on me and Alan shit. That's just happened when I change my shit into a travel page.
Yeah.
People come up to me all the time. Yo, fire ass pics, bro. And man, I'm like, you haven't liked my shit, bro.
Yeah,
I know you haven't liked my shit.
And I'm like, it's all good. You don't got to. This is not your obligation. Like,
do it.
It's all good, but at the same time, don't come up to me talking that because I don't need small talk. Like, even if I haven't seen you in a long time, you could just be, yo, how's life? Like, you good physically, mentally? I'm valid. You good? All right, say less. It don't gotta be, son. Yo, that video is crazy. Your last video is crazy. Yada yada yada. I'm just like, bro, like, it don't cost nothing for you to just press the button. Like,
facts.
Yeah.
If you talking to me about that, cool. You can give me a little like or something. So, but if you don't, no malice, no nothing. I don't even think about it. But it's all good because when it comes down to it, and like, I'm gonna say a couple years. Like right now.
Don't ask me for a video.
Listen, nah, you can't ask me for one now. It's all good. I'm on a different level. But when it comes like right now, I'm alright.
Yeah.
In a couple years, you're not gonna be able to say nothing because the word's gonna speak for itself. So at that point, listen, you had the chance to,
All I'll say is
the friends and family discount at that point.
Chill. I mean, if you my guy, 100% always. But
they liking your shit. They better.
At the same time.
All I'll say is you came in the first 20 episodes. When we blow up and you want to promote something, let me know. You come on the podcast. And look, that being said, those who have asked who hasn't come on, good luck, bro.
Listen, you better get up here. I almost at 20 episodes. Yo, hurry up.
Yo, actually, I know a couple referrals. So what would your rate be? We've had a couple guests on who are starting in OnlyFans, guys. So what would you charge them to shoot their OnlyFans, and what angles would you get of them?
Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. That's not the job for me. But at the same time, I respect you. Yo, get your money because it's out here. It's free money. What you mean? Like, you're doing it anyway, so you might as well record it. So get your money, but at the same time, I'm gonna send you a link to Amazon, right? They got these tripods that you can put them in all types of angles. You got an iPhone, shoots 4K, shoot 4K up to 120. Listen, you want slow motion? No, iPhone 4K 240. Slow motion, they got you there. So,
but you need the right lights though to get the proper.
I can give you a link to some lights. Get you some Godox, a little softbox, maybe 2 or 3 of them. You can light your whole room up. I get you a little LED strip.
Oh shit!
Get the lighting.
You ain't messing with that though. You let them. That's self-sufficient. They good.
But
you hook them up for the best OnlyFans out there.
Of course.
Pornhub Premium. They getting some subscribers.
Anything you need. Everybody always knows. Everybody hit me up for questions. Like one of my friends hit me up earlier today. And it's like what insurance do you use, or like what should you, what frame rate should I use? Do that. Everybody knows. Like I help. Like anybody that needs
help us out. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, like he hit me up and I was just like, wait, why are you doing this? Why don't you do this, and this, and make the whole streamlined process? Because I'm all about efficiency. So like work smarter, not harder.
Professional.
Yeah. So listen, if you're doing that, I respect you. You get your money, baby, but don't hit me up for that.
But POV, Alan's not doing that. He's doing his own DP, not your DP though.
Yeah, nah.
Yo,
exactly.
So Alan, you produce too, right? You kind of put like I don't want to say a storyline together, but you put a concept together.
Yeah.
And you can, like, someone's like, hey, I want to do this. Do you, like, be like, hey, you should do it this way, and that way, and stuff like that.
The video that you showed, you talked about with the pool. This was like back in like the summer. So he'll send me a song.
The happy face.
Oh yeah.
Go up.
Still with the happy face.
Yeah.
So you'll send me the song, right? And just like, all right, I want to shoot a video for this song.
So they send you the song first, right? And then you kind of get the concept in your idea?
Sometimes. It depends. It depends on what you want. You might just want me to edit. You might just want me to film it. Because you might have somebody you like edit, like your edit style. So I might just film it and then they might edit it. Or you might want me to direct it, edit it, film it, light it, and produce it. Mm-hmm. So this one, that's what I did.
You did all of that?
Do you mind if we put it on the video?
Say it again?
Do you mind if we put it on the video so people can see what we're talking about?
Go ahead.
All right, so for this one right here, you guys want me to see it in the frame. So do you mind talking about, like, so when this guy come up to you, what's that, like, that conversation like? So like, hey.
Yep. So I've been working for a little while now. He got some good music, especially we just filmed one like not that long ago.
Check it out.
And we got a couple more. If you don't plug them real quick.
Who is that?
His name is What You Doing, Audrey. WIDARDRI, I think.
Yeah.
So for this song in particular, he hit me up and I heard the song and I'm just like, this sounds like a nice like not crazy party, but more like a summer vibe,
some
like
lounge
pool party type of thing. So I'll write a treatment. Like I'll listen to the song.
Wait, we can play this on the thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, hold on, so people
It's
can
not
hear
no
it.
copyright shit, right?
No, this is a song.
Oh, that's live. Oh shit. I like that. It's dope.
Nice little vibe.
And that was like your whole concept. That's what you came up with.
So you're hearing that, and then what's going on?
So for this
He
one,
sent you the song first.
sent me the song. Yeah, he sent me a couple songs.
So he gave you kind of like artistic creativity. Like, yo,
Anything you want. And this, sometimes I'll have an idea. So I always ask him because I don't want everyone to think that I'm above like taking ideas, because we can be shooting something and it'll be totally my idea, but then you have an idea and I'm like, you know what, that's great, we should add that. Because like I'm a sponge. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to listen.
what about the opposite way, when they have the full vision and then you're kind of like,
I'll
all right,
take it.
well, you take it too.
I'll
All
take
right.
it, yeah. And then I'll be like, all right, that's cool. But then if I see something, I'll be like, well, because I have this expertise, I think you should. That's happened a couple times. Like, you should add this, or you should shoot it this way instead of that way. And most times, it all depends on how you speak to people. And I speak to people just like we're equals.
Communication.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's what
and
it
I'm
is.
just
Yeah.
like, all right, let's add this or let's do this. And most times they're receptive. And most of the times it ends up in the video.
Okay.
So like for that one, that process, sent me the video, and I listened to the song like 20 times, not like back to back to back.
Yeah.
It was like in the process of like a week. So I came up with a treatment, and I wrote the treatment. I sent it to him. I'm like, this is what we're gonna need. This is kind of like the storyboard. So I got some like
I was
screenshots.
just gonna say that you put it together a storyboard for it, kind of just like frame everything out.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
So let me see. I'll show you the storyboard real quick.
Please,
Actually, I
yes,
still
bro.
got
I'm
it.
trying to get. I want to see your work, bro. I want to see what exactly you do.
So let me see. Let's see where we at. So blur. So it'll be like this. So like
Bad. So like a little synopsis and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Cool. Yep.
Synopsis. This is what we're gonna need. Video's gonna look like this, and then I'll send screenshots of what I think
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
video should look like just to give them an idea.
That's like the
Right?
video I just watched, bro.
Exactly.
That's
And then
perfect. You
give
brought that to life. Absolutely,
exactly.
bro.
Dates, times, what we need, shot list, and all that.
Damn.
Yeah. So
That's what's up, bro.
yeah, it's a cool little process.
So it's not just, a guy behind the camera. It's actually management, and you kind of like giving them like, hey, this is what we need and stuff like that. So
Listen, this is a lot of work. All right. So when you ask me what's my price, and I tell you, tell me your budget first, and then you don't listen, and I tell you my price. This is what's going behind it. So just respect me. Like, respect what I'm putting out.
Do you work with them? Sometimes it's like, hey, listen, I can't do that. Is there anything we could could keep it a little more simple or anything like that?
Of course.
You work with them?
I'm very receptive, like I said before. So you might hit me up and you're like, let's say your budget's not where it's supposed to be. And I'm like, all right, but I like your song. I like you as a person. That's happened a bunch of artists that I work with now. We started off doing like maybe an even lower rate than we were supposed to. And I'm like, all right, but I like you guys. I like how you guys approached me. I like how we talked. You guys weren't just like rude or just like ratchet or anything. So I'll be like, okay, well, we can't do this, but we can do this, and this. And we can probably shoot it in a couple hours instead of 5 or 6. And we go from there because then they see the work and they're just like, this was worth it.
Yeah.
Like this was worth the money, the time. And now they're ready to put the money that it actually costs for it.
But deep down inside, are you like, damn, they might be the next Drake, so let me give them a deal.
Nah.
No?
Nah. Because even if they are, that's I'm happy for them. Like but I don't want anything from them at the same time. Like some of the people that I work with, everybody that I work with right now, like I'm gonna show them all real quick. Listen, Ink the Urban Myth, that's one of my brothers right there. Dude is amazing. We just shot a couple videos in LA.
Oh, nice.
Amazing. Love Deli. My boy's from Providence. He's amazing. He's just not a rapper, singer, producer. Oh man, kids are sick. Straightforward. Another group from Pawtucket. Amazing. They got hits. And Audrey sing video you just seen right there. And these guys are amazing. But let's say they blow tomorrow. The video's theirs right now, based on the contract, how we work it out right now. I don't want anything from them. Like, I hope they make it, but at the same time, I'm not making a deal with them because I think they're gonna be the next this or that. It's just based off of how they approach me, how I feel, like how we connect at the same time, and then the song, the vibe. But if they blow, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm happy for them.
Did you see that Kanye documentary?
I did. That's a great.
Did you feel like when it definitely is? Do you feel like when Cody was like, damn, like he kind of felt some type of way when Kanye left him?
Yeah.
You wouldn't feel no type of way where you're like, damn, if they do blow, you should reach out back to me to like do one of your videos again. You wouldn't want that though?
I wouldn't feel like that because I don't know. I think different towards that in that respect. Like I would like for them to, but at the same time, I don't expect anything from anybody. So if they didn't, that's all good. Like we got to this point and I helped you get here, but also you put in the work to get where you need to go, and now you're on the next echelon. So maybe you make a video with Hype Williams, right? And
like Cootie, like the Cootie Kanye thing.
You made the video and then you don't like it because whatever, it doesn't fit your style, or they don't work the same way that we work together, right? Because we worked with from the bottom, chemistry, and all that.
Right.
So eventually, like they'll probably come back if that's the case, and if not, it's all good. I'm happy for them.
That's what's up. That takes like a lot of just like being like the person you are, so like helping them out, and then if it does come, it does come. But if not, you guys worked out a business decision. You have no ill will towards them if anything happens that way.
Never.
But that goes a long way though. Like people genuinely feel that way. I think things come back towards people who have like that good heart. Things that come your way, that's how you genuinely are.
Yeah, sure. And even if it doesn't, it's all good. You should be grinding on your own anyway. So
for sure, not relying on anybody, bro.
Yeah,
I get that. I got a stupid question, bro.
Ask it. There's no stupid questions, by the way. No stupid questions.
Yo, you took that shit right out of my mouth.
It's a skill to make somebody feel like they're never asking a stupid question. So appreciate that, and good for you.
Of course.
Just name off some of your favorite movies, because I'm sure it's not just music videos. I'm sure it's not just snippets and stuff like that. I'm sure you appreciate the art behind it, or am I just assuming?
No, truthfully, I didn't watch music videos for a long time. From like 2010 to like 2016, 17, I didn't watch a music video. Like,
I think he was asking movies.
No. But
music videos.
Yeah.
But like music videos, you think there's a difference between movie? Like, I know what you do. You like doing music videos, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think there's a difference between music videos and movies?
1000%.
It's like
the whole process, the whole filming it.
It's like a commercial.
The narrative. Commercial from music videos.
There's like categories to this shit, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Even from just a lawyer commercial versus a retail commercial or
a company training video.
Yeah.
I
just shot one of those in Atlanta, by the way.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it came out really good.
My boy. Yeah.
Good shit. But some of my favorite movies. Space Jam. I ain't gonna hold you.
The new one?
Nah, the original. I never seen the new one yet. Actually,
It's all right. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not for adults to love, but it's good. It's good. My daughter loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Space Jam was like one of my favorite movies ever.
When you're saying that though, are you liking the movie? Or are you liking like the cinematography behind it?
Both, but then again, back then it was different. But the way they made things look, it was like, how can even watching it like right now?
Yeah.
You're just like, yo, they did so much with so little technology. It was millions of dollars back then, but still, technology was like remedial compared to now.
And like they use CGI now, but I think it's like such a skill to like make a movie, right?
Yep.
And you're acting with what they're gonna cartoon characters is gonna be. So you're not acting with them, right?
Yeah.
So you're all the emotion, everything you gotta do is kind of like by yourself and shit like that. It's not gonna be a reaction to anything, but then I think that's gonna be
to
tough.
These actors, they're working with, sometimes it's just a puppet that just is all green and yet they're just acting, and that's skill right there.
So Space Jam, do you have any other top movies?
Right now, because I don't really, I like movies, but I watch more like series.
Oh, okay.
So like right now, like I just finished Top Boy like a couple weeks ago.
I haven't seen season 3. Season 3 just dropped, right? That's supposed to be crazy.
Listen, I like the cinematography in like shows now. Before I didn't really watch, like I was watching like DBZ and just like anime stuff, but for the past couple of years, I've been watching like series. Not really too many movies, but like series. And yeah.
So you're not like a big like Quentin Tarantino fan or like those top guys?
I like this movie. Like his movies are like Django and
Django's so fire, bro. Top 5 movies for me.
that movie's elite.
Fucking. Who's your favorite actor in that though?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, I got like I don't know.
Leo
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo rips that shit, bro.
Teen on that movie though.
But Jamie, Leo, it wouldn't have been the same if Will Smith was in it. You know Will Smith was supposed to be Django, right? He declined it.
I don't know if it would have been the same, bro, because Will Smith is good.
But Jamie Foxx killed
Jamie Foxx is good too, but Jamie Foxx and Will, you gonna compare him to Will Smith?
In that role, though, Jamie killed it.
Yeah, but like imagine what Will could do. Will was a genie in Aladdin, and he killed that. I was like, yo.
I don't know. I like Will Smith. Like I think he would have did good too. It'd have been different, obviously, different flavor, but. Either way, the movie's gonna be a hit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm a Leo fan, but yo, the dentist killed it.
I can't remember who dentist was.
He was the guy in Reservoir Dogs. The guy with like the slick back hair, gray slick back hair.
Reservoir Dogs is a really old movie, so a lot of people won't know what that is.
I seen it, but I don't even remember it.
Oh man, he killed it. But but Pulp Fiction's fire.
Yep.
I mean, not Pulp Fiction. Sorry, Django. But Pulp Fiction also is fire.
There's another movie that he did. It was like the 8 something or
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
Fire too.
Love
that movie was crazy.
Love that movie.
So back then you weren't doing it, but now when you're watching movies or series, now since you're into it, now are you like, damn, they should have shot it that way. They should have shot it this way. Are you that into it now when you're watching it?
Yeah. So I'll never say
you critique them and shit.
Nah, I never critique anything because
you appreciate it.
Yeah, because everybody has their own eye, and like a lot of people always ask me like, "Yo, what do you think of this music video?" Or like, "Oh yeah, they show me a video and be like, oh, it's trash, yada yada yada," and I'm like, "It's not trash because this is what the person was thinking, and this is how they illustrated it." Like sometimes I'll shoot something and somebody probably thinks, well, why didn't you shoot this on an 85? Why'd you shoot it on a 35? Yeah, I'm just like, well, I wanted to show more of the environment, but also wanted to feel like you were there at the same time. And not to be like a close-up. So when I'm watching things, I'm just watching to see how they shot it and thinking like, oh, like, why would they shoot it like that? Why do they do a close-up right here? Or why are they doing a wide shot right here? But never to like critique because, like I said, I ain't shit. I ain't shit, yo. Who am I?
So like, say when you're watching like basketball or something like that, there's always like you can watch it.
Yeah,
like
that's another thing I didn't think about. Like, you know, when like man behind the camera when they're doing sports too.
So like when you're doing that, it's like, all right, you can always go back and like ask the coach when you're watching Quentin Tarantino and you're seeing this stuff. What are you doing to like? You're saying like, oh, why did they do that? But how do you know why you do that? Is there like movie podcasts? Like, how are you learning why they did this?
There are movie podcasts. There's actors podcasts also. But sometimes you never know because sometimes, like even when I'm on a shoot, I want to shoot something some way, but you don't know the variables. There's so many variables. Sometimes a model doesn't show up to a shoot, and you're like, Like I shot a video.
I hate
know.
when models don't show up to this podcast.
Listen.
It's the worst, bro.
Like, we had DP OnlyFans tonight. You didn't fucking show up. What were we gonna do? Jesus Christ.
Listen, it's tough because like I've had a video where we went out to like some crazy part of Massachusetts and we shot this video inside of a maze. Maze was mad cool, right? So 2 things happened. One, my drone wouldn't fly. It flew for like 10 seconds, but for some reason...
Battery dead?
No, batteries are charged. Everything's charged. But there was something with the area that I was in, and...
they had like restrictives on it?
It was restricted. This is like a couple of years ago, back in like 2017, 18. So you couldn't even...
Aliens.
Listen, you couldn't even like do the whole...
There's restrictions in drones and shit?
Oh yeah, it'll pop up right there and be like, this is a no-fly zone. And that's kind of like what it was, because there was a little helipad somewhere, not helipad, a little small airport somewhere. So I couldn't fly it.
That's fair enough, just for safety and shit.
Of course,
I
which
get
is
that. Okay.
totally respect it. So I tried to fly it, got about 13 seconds of footage, literally, and I used that footage, like that 13 seconds to like
on a loop.
Nah, literally just like I
intro
used it.
and shit, some fire intro.
It was cool. Like the video was, I feel like the video was like one of my best, and shot that like a long time ago. It was like so different. And the whole video was, they were supposed to be chasing this girl around the maze. And when we got there, mind you, this is like 2 hours away from us. Like, we live in Improv, and we go to Massachusetts, some weird spot. And the girl doesn't show up. That's, the whole treatment was made for the girl.
God.
So, this is why...
Fuck was her excuse?
I don't know. I didn't ask. They were supposed to get the girl, and she didn't show up. And I was just like, all right, well, we're already here. We got to shoot something. So this is where like critical thinking and like problem solving skills come into play.
Of course.
And I was just like, all right, well, what are we gonna do? All right, well, I thought of something else. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. Shot it, and it took us literally. We only had probably like 2 hours because the sun was going down so fast.
That's something else you have to take into consideration, right? Yeah,
so many, like I said, there's so many variables. So when you take that and you bring that back to, judging somebody else's work, you don't know what variables they had to deal with. Like they could have lost like the main person who was supposed to be shooting it. Like maybe the person who came was just a director, but now he has to actually film it, and then the actual director is not there, and so it should have been something totally different. So that's why I don't really critique anybody's stuff, because first of all, I don't think I'm like the best or anything like that. Yeah,
you too humble, bro.
Yeah,
I feel you.
But at the same time, you just gotta like roll with the punches.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You gotta be resilient to this shit.
Yeah.
You gotta jump through hoops. You gotta make shit work. That's what it is, man.
Exactly.
That's so you're just not a man behind a fucking camera and stuff like that. You make it work.
Listen, it's much more than that. All right, don't just call me a cameraman. I'm not just sitting down holding a camera.
Yeah.
You get offended when people say that?
Nah, not really, because they don't really understand.
Yeah, like, I know.
They don't know. They
don't understand. They think, because that's what historically, just like, it's a cameraman, but they don't know how much thinking goes behind it. Just to think, like, you're shooting this podcast right now, right? Mm-hmm. You might have, so on there, I think you got like I can't even see. I can't see that. Maybe like a 24. Mm-hmm. I was going to say
the YouTube one.
Exactly. Yeah. So you got 24 right there, right? Let's say you only had, let's say you had a 50 millimeter, right?
So, mad funny, bro. Before you came in, losing my mind. I'm like, why the fuck isn't this working? Add a 55 on there.
Exactly. So let's say you only had a 55 and you don't have that much space to work with. Mm-hmm. So let's say now you have to figure it out. You gotta cut somebody out, right? Mm-hmm. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna not shoot the podcast, or you're gonna shoot the podcast? You're gonna shoot the podcast. You just gotta figure your way out. Mm-hmm. And that's why I don't judge anybody or anything like that, because like you might think I'm just a cameraman, but at the same time I had to think, how am I gonna shoot this, because I still want the audience to see it.
I was in the same way, because the sides were cut, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Exactly. I'm literally like, what am I gonna do?
Exactly.
I was like, well, Alan's coming here, he's gonna help me out anyway. But
you know, when I came here,
I said the same shit. I was like, yo, he's on his way, bro. Don't worry about it.
I was like, yeah. Listen, my fault. I was a little late because I was doing a little Peloton ride.
Oh, no, that's cool.
I did my workout.
Hey, get it in, bro. Get it in,
bro. We gotta cycle this year. We said this shit all last summer. We didn't do it.
You cycle a lot?
Last year I started. because I didn't have a bike before. Those joints are expensive.
Oh yeah, bro.
They're expensive, but yeah, I love it. It's like
Love it.
I be out there looking fresh too. Catch me out there. Catch me,
bro.
out there.
I got 2 bikes. Me, you, and him. He's a big fitness guy too.
Yeah,
I don't see you
I'm
huge. We out
I'm,
there.
I'm not where I want to be, but you know, we getting
Now
there.
this guy coming in.
Listen, whenever we want to be, we're gonna get there. It's all good.
Oh, for sure,
It's
bro.
all good. It's all good.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
I was
But
in there
yes,
today.
Cycling's fun. Yeah.
It's good. Me and him just we cycle, we chop it up, we do what we gotta do. We almost got hit by a car, and we straight. We good.
No, my boy hates this path. He hates this path.
I was just gonna say
He just wants to go to the EP path.
Bro, but like, yo, to be honest, like, bikers are assholes.
1,000%.
Some of them are assholes. I'm
It's
just
an
like, yo,
elitist
chill.
sport. That's why. Because like, if you look at these people who are riding, look at their bikes. You think these guys are just chilling?
Yeah.
Their bikes cost as much as your car.
Bro,
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. But it's an elitist sport, and I do hate this path. I told you, I texted you that day. So I went on the path over here, right? And I was me and my girlfriend, and we're riding, and we're trying to go like towards like the Connecticut border, right? So it's early, we're riding.
That's fucking deep.
Oh yeah, it's deep. It's deep,
bro.
But we like riding like a lot. So we're just going, and then out of nowhere, because like I
deer.
I'm gonna bring this back to Virginia. I was like, that's a deer. That's a deer. That's no. I literally, you should have seen me. I was like, skrrr. And mind you, it's probably like 15 feet away from me in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm never coming to this place.
Because of that?
1,000%.
But the motherfuckers just leave, though.
Nah, yeah, I'm not taking no
You
chances.
still?
I'm not taking no chances. Listen, I am petrified of deers.
Sheesh,
Listen,
bro.
I had so many close encounters because remember I used to drive a lot back and forth from Virginia to here. And one time, my friends and my brother came down to visit me, and we played basketball, and we're balling. So after everybody's tired, so it was only me and one of my boys in the car, and my brother and my other 2 friends are in the back. They fell asleep, and we're only two up. So we're driving, and I had told them about the deers. So obviously, like everybody don't believe you, just like
I remember over here like,
yeah, it's like whatever.
We're talking about the deer still?
Listen.
Bro, yeah, no.
Listen, we're driving, and we just finished playing ball, and we're driving, and out of nowhere, this deer was jacked, dog. Like,
well, like an 8-pointer and shit, like
my
just
gosh,
crazy shit.
antlers and all that.
Yeah.
And
Nah, bro, you caught a bad day.
No, how many bad days can you get?
Still starts feeling regular. And shit.
Listen, it was. I'm telling you, I used to be wired, like just focused, just. I'm waiting. So I'm just driving. So we just finished playing basketball. So I'm just killing. We're just joking around or whatever. My brother is in the back. My 2 friends are just chilling. They're sleeping. Boom, boom, boom. Just driving out of nowhere. Whoosh, right there, right in front of me. And I was just like,
There's more.
Skrrr. I looked at my boy. I'm like, I told you this is what I have to go through on a daily basis. So bring it back to the bike path and why I don't like it. Because it's deers on it and I'm not doing it. I'm going to do the EP and we'll go to Barrington. I'm going to hit Barrington. I'm going to come back to Prague and we're going to keep it that simple.
Bro, that path's too easy,
Listen, it's all good, baby. This is what we doing. I am not doing this path.
If he's trying to do the Tour de France and shit.
Nah, listen.
That'd be fire, bro.
We can do it. Listen, yo, the one that I did in Miami, the Biscayne, that joint is crazy. It's amazing. Love
Wait,
it.
you brought your bike or you rented a bike?
I rented
out
a bike out there.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Rented a bike.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah.
Fucking bike, bag checking your bike and shit.
What? Nah, that's too much. That's OD. I don't got the money for that. Nah. But actually, it was more expensive, honestly, to rent a bike. It was expensive.
I could imagine. How much was it?
Like, I spent over a G that day.
Oh,
I rented it for a week. Well, me and my girl. So me and my girl rented it.
You shared one bike?
Nah, 2. Come on.
Oh, 2 for 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
No.
Oh,
If he got it like that,
Listen, he's a baller.
you hear that? If
Wait,
he's like, come
you
on,
said
bro.
1,000?
But for some bikes, though, for a weekend, for like 2 days, come on, bro.
That's
You're
expensive.
wildin'. That's what I'm saying. But the bikes are elite, though.
Oh, all right.
Exactly. So
Good.
we did,
I would have got some track ones.
nah, because we be clipping in.
Yeah.
So we got to get the elite bikes,
Yeah.
the SPD joints. So we did that, and it's mad cool. It's like very scenic. You go over the the causeway is dangerous because it ended up pouring on us.
Yeah.
Like
pouring
rain.
Like no romantic shit, just some like.
Nah, the first time we almost died. Like.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Dead ass.
My bikes have the clip-ins, but I haven't clipped in because I don't feel that comfortable yet clipping in or and cransing.
Listen.
I get run over real quick.
Listen. The first time I clipped it, I'm riding. I'm almost towards Barrington, and a car just skirts right in front of me. And at the time, I'm not used to. I didn't know you can adjust the pedals to make it loose. So I tried to unclip and I couldn't, and I took the illest L because I'm like,
you got hit.
I got tossed.
Bro, I was see one time me and L were in the path. I remember riding next to each other. Some dude doesn't say nothing, drives right between us. Yeah. And I busted my ass. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You could have said something, bro. Listen. He didn't say nothing. To my left, to your left, nothing.
Who, L?
Care. No, some dickhead. It was me and L. And some dickhead drove between us, but didn't say nothing. So last thing I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is L doing?
So he drove between you and made you fall?
Yes, bro. I busted my ass.
You didn't catch up to him?
No, bro, I busted my ass, and L stopped too.
I would have jumped back on my bike.
Bro, it's different on your bike, bro. When you bust your ass.
I would have just been on some vengeance shit. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I would have caught up to him.
I was gonna be like, yo, why you so quiet? Be like, don't worry about it.
Yup.
We work
I was fucking heated.
Whenever somebody passes me on a path, especially because like biking is like an elitist sport,
bro.
So I'll see somebody.
I'll say, bro, all the white people sport to fly by you. What? It's like, yo, what?
I'll be like, bro, you think you got it? Like, stop playing. I'm gonna pass you. I'm gonna disrespect you too. So I really go dead close to somebody.
So you catch up to him?
Just like that.
You catch up to him?
Every time. Come on, look.
Wait, what's your average speed?
Average speed? What you mean, like top speed?
No, your average speed. I guess what's the difference? What's the top speed and average speed?
My top speed is 40 miles per hour. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll show you my Strava.
On Strava?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, this is.
Wait, your top speed was 40.
Top speed. Average speed is probably like 22.
Oh shit! Damn, you got good quick.
You be moving like me and my girl.
Well, I'm doing the Cranston.
Definitely, she's fit, right?
Different than the EP one.
Yeah, she's fit.
The EP one's different than the Cranston one though. Yeah, Cranston one I be fucking. I mean, EP one I be flying.
Yeah.
You know, the EP one I did like.
But
I did like 22.
But don't
No, it's fire too. A lot of people can't do it.
The Cranston one just a little different because it's like bumpy.
There's like a lot of streets cut into it, right?
Yeah. So you can really like.
Yeah, EP one I
got
did
hit
like
on my first time there. I was like, we almost got hit on the first time there. I was like, yo.
EP one I do like 22 average, but the Cranston one I do like 15, 16. It's two different things.
You gotta be smart about it because if you're gonna go fast and the terrain's not there, you're just gonna be a jackass because you're just gonna fall, or you can't stop because there's mad dirt on the floor. And now you're taking an L for no reason.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. And don't ride that path anyways because there's there.
Is there something about like reaction? Like is that not a thing when you're biking? Is it or is it just like a straight thing?
No, I feel like there's reaction because there's been times where I should have got hit. Like
no, I'm talking about like you as like a cyclist. Should you work not you work on your reaction, but like is that like a skill that you like fucking have on like your fucking cyclist playing card?
I don't know because I feel like reaction is just because like
I think you have it, you don't have it.
I've had it just because like football, basketball back then.
Now, there's definitely things that pop out of nowhere and you're like, oh, you have to be aware of it, but you have to be aware for the worst, 100%.
Exactly, and I'm always ready because those dares got me ready. So I'm always on go. Listen,
that's your kryptonite dares, huh?
Listen, you can't pop up and scare me. Like I've always been just like, all right,
you guys
24/7.
You guys are role playing. She pops up in a dare costume.
It's over.
Over?
It's over. We're not
smacking.
No Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's over. Stop.
Damn.
You just ruined the move.
Hop off. I'm not getting hard. Get the fuck out of here.
You just listen. Replay. So I'm gonna give you a mulligan. So just go do it again. Go in like a different outfit or something. I don't know. We're not doing no dares though. Not doing that.
Shit. Damn. So we had the whole story, but so about like 40 minutes ago, the last thing that died, then that went south, and then you went to Lifespan. That went south, and then that's when it went full time. Long story short,
you full time in this, right?
Yeah. So
am I missing anything like important? So you went to that job, they played you, buy a planner, and then you went to Lifespan?
Yeah, Lifespan was cool. I knew in the beginning, in the beginning it was cool, but then once I got this manager, I knew it was an L.
Do you want to go into that or nah?
She didn't like black people.
All right, yeah. So you want to go into it then? You want to go into it?
Nah, I'm not going to get into it, but she fired the black people in First it was somebody else, then it was me. I knew what was happening, so I was prepared, but it didn't matter. And
so what do you mean you were prepared?
I was prepared because I told the dude what was going to happen to him, and it happened. And I'm just like, well, I'm next because they don't want us here. And this is not just my department. This is like a couple people that I know, like family / like friends who have worked there. They've gotten into similar situations, and they sometimes you just get the wrong manager. And if they've been there for a while, they got pulled. So it doesn't matter what you say or the evidence that you stack up against them because they were wrong. And I proved it, but it don't matter. And it's all good at the same time because maybe you're not supposed to be in the first place.
You turned out better.
Exactly.
Right? You turned out better.
So I remember I sent you that Young Thug meme when it's like on the computer and like you're showing the people the Excel.
Listen.
And you were that guy. You were showing them like, oh, this is what you do on Excel the millionth time.
I replied to this dude and I said, listen, I used to tell people how to make borders in Excel. How do you not know how to make a border? You're making like 80 G's and
That's
you don't know what a border is? I should slap them in the mouth. Like, oh my gosh. Like,
Bro, I live on Excel, bro.
yeah, I hate it, but pivot tables, feed lookups, H lookups, all that. I'm good with it. Like it's easy, but at the same time, it's boring as hell. You don't want to do that your whole time.
Right. So Lightspan was the last stop before full time.
Yes, sir.
So then you're pretty much doing it like full time cinematography, videography, DPing, and then that's when you're like, you know what? I'm making a good amount of money doing this. Fuck this shit. I ain't working for this shit no more. I'm not demeaning myself. That's when you just pull like your Jerry Maguire and you just quit.
Nah, so it wasn't even like that. I didn't want to quit. Like I literally waited because I knew they were gonna fire me. So I didn't quit. It was on purpose because I'm like, all right. I know what you're doing, and I'm gonna fight this because I just want people to know. I know I'm gonna lose. Like, I know when I'm gonna lose a battle or not. So I was like, all right, it's so good. I'm gonna lose this battle, but I'm going to tarnish your name because you are racist, and that's not cool. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So fought the battle. Obviously, like I lost it, which is all good because I made sure that I muddied her name so everybody knows that she's racist. So now maybe the next black person, they might get an opportunity to work there because I muddied her name. So now they're just like, oh well, we're a diverse company. We have to get the fuck out of here. But so I did that, lost the battle, which is cool because I wanted to quit even before this started.
Yeah.
My whole plan actually was I was never supposed to work there for more than a year because I had purchased a ticket to go to Spain because I wanted to learn Spanish.
Did you?
Sí, claro que sí.
It was there last winter.
Sí,
Let's
no
go.
fluido, pero
Está bien, yeah.
Sí.
Lo que puede, yeah.
sí. So, my plan was June 2020. I purchased it. I was supposed to go to Spain for about like 6 months, and COVID happened. So, literally couldn't do anything. Had to cancel the classes, the flights, and all that. So with that being said, I just kept working because why not? I'm working from home. It's all good. And that's around the time that they started like kicking niggas to the curb. And I was just like, oh, I see what's going to happen. Like, and I wasn't cool with it because I've had situations like this already growing up my whole life and with other jobs.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. And
you can feel it.
You can feel when something's funny in the air, and it happened. And I was just like, I waited it out. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Happened. And then from that point on, I've just been doing this because I was making money at the same time. So like I'm working and I'm making good bucks, but as soon as I was done working, from let's say I'm working from 8 to 5, from 6 to 12, I'm filming and editing anyways. So I had money, so it was like not a big deal if I didn't have the job.
Yeah.
Obviously you want more money.
Yeah,
like,
but you was.
But I was fine on my own.
You're making ends.
Yeah. So like. Obviously, I can pay the bills and all that. I'm not going to be as up as I was because I'm making good money corporate, but at the same time, I don't need you. So, did that, and I've been full-time ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. That's what's up, bro. That's dope, man. I really like that you did that. You owned your own shit. You owned your own craft, and that speaks volumes, bro. And you believed in yourself, and shit, bro. The sky's the limit, bro.
Gotta do it.
And shit.
Listen, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. So you better step your shit up,
bro. So I have a big visual appetite, right? Yep. So the thing is like I'll live my life, and then I'll close my eyes, and I'll see my life again, and I'll see it through like a different lens, right? Yep. So when somebody else could do that for me, it's just like, holy shit, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's like, fuck, I appreciate it so much. And my boy, he's a screenwriter. He went to NYU, and cool. He like fucking captures some shit perfectly. And the same thing with like video and shit like that too. So it's dope. It's dope what you do, bro. And
appreciate
what
that,
you could keep doing, man. Keep doing that shit, bro.
Bro, I love hearing inspirational stories like that. Like, those are great podcasts overall. And like, what like ending words would you have for like anybody in your situation that been through any of those scenarios, who's like scared to make that jump? What would you say to them? And like, what motivational words would you have for them? Anybody in that situation?
Oh, it will get better. Nothing stays terrible for the whole time. So just ride it out until you feel like you can't or you don't want to. And from that point on, you just break off. Like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you can do that. If you want to get another job, you can do that. There's endless opportunities. We're only here one time. So whatever you feel like you want to do,
shoot your shot.
Do it. Because you never know when your time's up anyways. So you might as well do it now. Stop being scared. Get out there.
Facts.
Do it.
I have no rebuttal to that because he said that perfectly. 100% do that shit. I mean, what do you have envisioned for you for 2022 for the ending part of that? What more people should expect from Alain?
Yep.
Alain visuals. What do you expect coming forward?
So right now we got a couple weddings coming up. Like, I literally just came back from Miami, and I'm leaving, I think, tomorrow or the next day to go to Oklahoma. And then,
okay.
Yeah, for the weekend, shoot a wedding, come back. And then I'm going to go to New Orleans, shoot a wedding, come back.
Fire.
2 places I've never been in life, so it's pretty cool.
I'll give you some spots in New Orleans. Check it out.
Yeah, say less.
Some food spots.
So, got some weddings to shoot. After that, we got some music videos on the horizon. Probably head back to LA also.
Oh, nice.
Shoot some more music videos. I want to get some more work in Miami also. Shot some last year, and Miami is just like a quick flight, so it's like my second home at this point. So go back there, do that. Just keep grinding, keep more music videos here, wherever I'm at, honestly. But yeah, this year is actually it's gonna be huge.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to get in contact with you to book anything, how do they do that?
Go to my website. Hit me up in the contact form. It's literally my name, AlainMoise.com. Simple as that. If you want to hit me up, you can DM me too. I'm going to send you the link. But yeah, whichever one you want. Make it easy for yourself. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. It's all good.
Big facts. You have any last words, D?
No, man, I like it. I appreciate you coming on, man, sharing your story, sharing everything you have, and honestly, I wish nothing but the best for you, bro. And I'm gonna get a movie list ready for you, bro. I'm gonna fix that movie shit. I'm gonna throw in some fucking The Godfather. I started watching The Godfather yesterday, but like I was saying, man, yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
It's good. I appreciate you guys for having me on here. Really appreciate it.
Nah, for sure. I'm glad you came on. I'm gonna say last words from me. I really appreciate everything, like, hearing that inspirational story. I appreciate you helping me out all the time. I have any questions for like videography or any questions, you're always like quick to answer me. And
sir.
I appreciate our friendship. I've known you for a long time at this point, bro. Like 6th grade. This was crazy.
Long time.
And long time. And I've always appreciated our friendship. And I'm glad you came on.
Of course.
And I appreciate. I'm glad to call you my friend. And I'm glad you came on. And this is a great time, man. Really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Keep grinding,
Thunder,
bro.
baby. Listen,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you guys.
Let's get it, man.
Baby. Let's get it.
EG Pot of Thunder, baby. Let's get it.
Big facts.
Follow him. Follow us. EG Pot of Thunder on TikTok and Instagram. Follow your boy. Book him. The best in Rhode Island right now. No questions asked. Anybody says who's the best videographer? It's my boy right here, baby. Let's get it.
I appreciate that.
Let's get it, baby.
I try.
Oh.